Switchboard started a little over 10 years ago. This past summer, we celebrated 10 years. I was a commercial photographer here in town, and so I just started to have this idea of like, oh, maybe there is room here in St. Cloud for another agency, an agency that was different in some kinds of ways, and I just started thinking about it. And so I called one of my very best friends from high school, Ryan Schoepf. Ryan and I started Switchboard together, and we did this little announcement thing of two buddies standing next to each other right here on this site wall. I think, seriously, I had my thumb up like this, and then we did like, with a slow-mo cam, we did this like little explosion of confetti, and it was like, hey, these two idiots who don't know what they're doing have started an agency. You should all be so lucky. And so like, if you're sliding through those photos, the next photo is of Taylor. Taylor was there. Taylor was in an unpaid internship at that time. He just wanted to learn about entrepreneurship and starting stuff. And so at the very beginning, it was Ryan and I. And then 8 seconds later, Taylor was there. And I didn't have any idea. I don't think Ryan had any idea of what some of the needs of an agency were in relationship to operations and systems and all that stuff. And I don't even know if you necessarily knew that that was what you were good at or any of that. But he just made himself invaluable. And now a decade later, we run it together and it's a blast. Switchboard is a full-service creative agency here in St. Cloud. Commercial photo, commercial video, branding, which includes logos, but is much bigger than logos. It's kind of like, what are you saying? Websites and social media. And really, most of the work we do isn't really just one of those things. We jump in with businesses and organizations to help them solve communication problems in their business.
I think there are things that set us apart, but something that I noticed we all kind of share in common is really tight cultures. We just had the Addy Awards, and it was really fun seeing the other teams, and the teams love each other. It was really fun to see that common thread with all the agencies in St. Cloud.
There are so many incredible stories that we've been able to be a part of, but I think the kinds of work that we're the most excited to be a part of is when the stories are really, really meaningful and they make a difference, and there are people whose lives are bettered because of the work that we get to do. So some of the nonprofit stuff that we get to do, we've worked for Catholic charities, helping tell the story of how they're trying to beat homelessness in our community. Stuff like that is really, really special. And then all of the business owners that we work with here in St. Cloud and Central Minnesota that are just trying to do something really special for their customers. The fact that they let us come and help tell that story is really, really special.
I think one of the surprising things is how big the business community is in St. Cloud and how close-knit it is. I think one of my favorite things about it is that we're all fighting to make St. Cloud better. I think that's especially true in the chamber. We're all small businesses, all have very similar struggles, maybe some different nuances depending on the industry you're in, but we all get it. We all get each other. And so when you link arms with comrades in a really fun, awesome fight, I think it's easier to go through those struggles.
Winning this award was a sweet surprise for me, because when you start off, it's, can we do what we love and make enough money to survive on it? And then as the business has grown, it's been cool to realize how it can be so much bigger than just yourself, and how you can build this neat team of people you care about and think about outside of the 9 to 5. That's been a sweet surprise.
We're super grateful for this award. What's so awesome about it is our team has actually carried the torch for a really long time, and I think they also deserve this award. 100%.